Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So guys, right now looking at this price action of Bitcoin, as you can see, I told you guys on my previous video, if this is going to be a double bottom scenario, only enter the market after price closing above this 17,400 price level. I showed you guys this double bottom here. If the price is going to break this neckline of 17,400, only then you are actually going to enter the market. And if you would have done that, you can see the price since then has already moved around 850 points, right? That is actually a really nice move. And now if we look at this price structure, what is happening? Because as you can see, this played out really nice as double bottom scenario, and now the price is heading to the upside. But is the trend actually a real bullish trend, or are we actually just going to see some sort of a fake out and again a pullback scenario? Because right now, if we look at this price structure, guys, you have to be careful, because if I take this Fibonacci retracement from this swing high till this swing low level to the downside, you can notice right now we are approaching this 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. And if this is going to be a fake out, any sort of a fake out, guys, the price would never close above this 0.618 or this 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. Because in dead cat bounce scenario, as you know, I talked about this scenario plenty of time in my video. In a dead cat bounce scenario, this price will never break above this 0.786 and 0.618. Between this is a very important area for Bitcoin, because if this trend wants to continue further, guys, the price must break above this 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. Otherwise, we could also expect some sort of a price pullback and this being a fake out, right? So be careful, because here on my previous example, I showed you guys with this similar price structure, which acted as a very strong resistance, right? This trend line area, it didn't let the price to break out of it, right? Here, just like in our case. But once the price actually broke out of it, you can see, then slowly started consolidating and heading to the upside. But if you take the Fibonacci retracement level from this swing high till this swing low level, you can also see we reached somewhere around this 0.618, right? Just like here, we did got a price pullback. But this price pullback after that, you can see what a massive price run we actually witnessed. So right now, I'm actually expecting a similar price structure, because we are seeing some sort of a hesitation. So what are we expecting? I showed you, if this is going to be an actual pump here, then we should close above this 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, which is at 18,800. If price could actually close above that, guys, this is actually a very bullish confirmation, right? But so far, as I've always said you, keep your eyes between this 0.618 and 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. And if you look here on the left hand side, guys, this scenario, which I have talked plenty of time in my videos, I showed you how this price actually played out pretty well until this price area of 19,400. We were expecting another move to the upside, breaking the high of 2017, but the price actually formed this double top and we saw this price correction. But not only the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level is a resistance right now, but also this previous resistance line, right? It's also exactly here. You can see the yellow line here, guys. This is why we are actually having difficulty at this current stage, because the previous resistance line is acting as a resistance right now for Bitcoin. And also, if we look at this scenario here, I told you guys until here played out pretty well like a Wyckoff reaccumulation phase. I said this here is going to be somewhat like this, because we had this similar price structure here, breaking out of the descending boarding wedge. We had a move to the upside, pullback and making a new high, and this similar scenario was expected here, but price actually failed to break the previous high and we had this price correction, right? But if you look at this scenario, guys, I have one very interesting scenario to show to you again, because if this trend is going to continue further in an upward direction, what kind of scenario is actually playing out right now? I'm actually going to go back again to the Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase. So for that, if we look at this here, guys, I'm actually going to show you the exact scenario what could be unfolding right now. Because if we look at this here, guys, you will see we had a double top scenario, we got a pullback, price had a bounce here, right? Again, we got a pullback, we formed a double bottom area here, and then we are seeing a possible breakout scenario. But what kind of scenario could this possibly be if the price is actually going to break this 0.618 and also this 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level? Because if this is going to break here, guys, there is an indication the price would easily come around previous high of 19,500 area. So why am I actually showing you this, guys? Because if we look at this scenario now, this price movement, and look at this Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase, guys, let me show you one very interesting chart. So as you can see, guys, right now I'm coming back to this Wyckoff schematic, and if you have been following me since early days, you know I talk about Wyckoff's time and again in my video. And since I'm talking about the Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase, I also showed you guys this possible scenario in our case, and this possible scenario played exactly like what we expected, right? This Wyckoff reaccumulation schematic 3. But right now, what kind of Wyckoff's reaccumulation schematic are we looking at, guys? That could be possibly this schematic 4, this reaccumulation phase. Look at this double top scenario, price getting pulled back, forming this double bottom scenario, exactly like what we are witnessing right now with our price action. This creek line here, price broke out of it, we had this pullback also, and a move to the upside. And if we look at this schematic here from Wyckoff's reaccumulation 4 and look in our price action of Bitcoin, guys, this exact similar scenario is unfolding right now for Bitcoin as well. Because look at this, guys, double top scenario, a pullback, double bottom scenario, and a possible breakout scenario. Look at this. This was the highest point right here, the neckline area. We also had a pullback and price found support exactly here, the previous neckline area. I mean, the resistance line acted as a support, and now we are seeing a possible move to the upside. But as you can already see, if this is actually going to be a Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase, as I've already said you guys, this pullback here is pretty normal, right? Because we need to gather some more strength to break to the upside. But guys, if close above this level, this is going to indicate that the trend is actually going to continue further in an upper direction, because that is going to pan out as a Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase. And this is exactly what we are witnessing with our price action of Bitcoin. So guys, right now, the key takeaway from this video is wait until the price actually closes above this 0.618 or 0.786 price level, which is around 18,800 price level, because we want our price to close clearly above this Fibonacci retracement level, because that is going to indicate the trend is actually going to continue further, because this is going to play out as a Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase. And you know, this Wyckoff reaccumulation phase also played out very well here. And right now, as you can see, the same previous support line is also acting as a resistance. Not only this 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, we can see some sort of a pullback that is very normal, because we need to gather some more strength to continue further to the upside. As I said you, this 0.786 and 0.618 Fibonacci is a very important price level. So let's see how Bitcoin is going to do. And also guys, let's switch this time frame into daily time frame. So guys, now if we actually look at the price action of Bitcoin, including this monthly CPR pivots line. So if we look at this price structure and use this monthly pivots line, guys, you can see price after reaching the monthly R3 level resistance line, it had a price pullback, because the monthly R3 line, after reaching that level, in many cases it has led to a price pullback. And look at this, we had this price pullback, and also where we are finding a very strong support exactly at the monthly R2 price level. So this pivot line here, what you are seeing to the downside, is a very strong support, which is at 16,400 price range, and this to the upside, this resistance line is around 18,800 price level. So right now, what you can see is that price of Bitcoin might be trapped between these two lines. So if you remember what I said on the first example, why this is very necessary for price to actually break out of this 0.618 and 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, because if I take this Fibonacci retracement level from this swing high till this swing low, guys, you will also realize that this 0.786 is exactly here, right? And also monthly R3 line is there. These are the two strongest resistance for Bitcoin around 18,800 price level. So unless the price doesn't close above it, I won't call it a bullish move to the upside, guys. We have to be careful, because this could actually turn out to be a fake out, and we could still see a price pullback before another massive move to the upside. So right now, I'm actually looking carefully around this 0.618 and 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. And you can see, guys, if we would see any sort of a price pullback, it doesn't mean the trend is actually bearish. I'm telling that so many times because this is a clear uptrend. Because if we look at this scenario and include the moving averages, this 20 moving average is also a very, very strong support, as you can see here, right? Exactly after reaching that area, you can see the 20 exponential moving average, it acted as a support along with the monthly R2 line. So right now we have a very, very strong support and resistance line. So strongest support is around 16,400 and the resistance here to the upside is around 18,800 price level. So we are finding ourselves trapped between this line. Why is this important to understand? Is because if this is going to turn out as a Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase, what kind of scenario are we expecting, guys? The price of Bitcoin, right, in a 4-hour time frame or in an hourly time frame, as you can see, double top scenario, Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase. I showed you guys this double top. Here we have this double bottom. Now price breaking out of this. So in this case, this Wyckoff reaccumulation phase is clearly indicating the price is heading towards this previous high, right, to around 19,500 price level. So this is exactly where we might be heading according to this Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase. But for that, as I've already told you, the price must break out of this 0.618 and 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, where we are also finding difficulty right now. So guys, this is what I actually wanted to share with you in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, I would really appreciate if you could smash the like button, and also if you're watching this for the first time, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing off. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.